Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the new Makeup Revolution, the Emily Edit Needs palette. As you beautiful people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tip you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So, I am very excited to test out this product. I feel like it's been a minute since I've tried something from Makeup Revolution. I think the last product of theirs that I tried was the Carmi palette, which if this is anything like that, I'm gonna love the fuck out of it. But I gotta say, I love the fact that they're doing so many collaborations with influencers and YouTubers. Like, that is so cool to me. And who better to collaborate with than one of the OG YouTube queens, Emily. You go, bitch, you are killing it. I know this is about the product and not the people behind it, but Emily actually does deserve a good bit of recognition here. She is so freaking amazing. She's been on YouTube for like 10 or 11 years. We've seen her entire life. She's all about happiness and positivity and finding the beauty in everything, which I fucking adore. But if you're not subscribed to her already, definitely go check her out. On YouTube, she's Emily Noel 83. But clearly she did a collaboration with Makeup Revolution. She actually did two palettes. This one I believe is a face and a little bit of eyeshadow. And the second one is kind of a big ass eyeshadow palette, which was unfortunately out of stock when I ordered this, so I'm gonna head my ass to Ulta later today and pick it up. But I haven't opened this palette or seen any reviews on this, but I have to say I fucking love the names on the back of this. Like, the contour is called Courage, the blush is called Joy, the highlighter is called Gratitude and Kindness. There's honesty, passion, peace, faith, hope, and love. Like, those are nice. But I'm on the Ulta website right now. This retails for $15, very fucking affordable, and it has 5 stars. That is very impressive. The website says if there's one palette you need, it's this one. The Needs Face and Eye Palette is a full face palette created by content creator Emily Noel, aka Beauty Broadcast. Emily said, "This is like the greatest hits of the brand. I've not seen Revolution do anything like this before, and I thought it was something that was really called for. They've created so many great palettes, so let's take the greatest hits from them all. That's what this is in full face style." Looking at the reviews, this shit has 0 1 stars and 0 2 stars. Like, that is very damn good. The lowest review, which is 3 stars, says there's absolutely nothing wrong with this quality-wise. They just wish this had a few more shades in it because to them this is geared towards lighter skin. The only other review says, once again, there's nothing wrong with the quality, it's just too small. Oh shit, even the 4 and 5 star reviewers are saying that once again there's nothing wrong quality-wise, but this is definitely geared towards lighter to medium skin tones. Other than that, people seem to really have no complaints whatsoever. Like, everything seems to blend out amazingly and look really good if you have light skin. But people are saying the quality of this is better than brands in Sephora, like luxury end brands. So I am really bummed that it's not more universal, but if we look at the back, clearly we can see the color palette doesn't go very dark. But let's go ahead and open this sexy beast up. Ooh, I love the color of this pink. I actually gave my friend a vibrator this color. And I fucking love the fact that this is plastic, not just because I can go like that with my nails, but because if I do want to take this traveling, I could just stick it in my bag and not worrying about it opening up and going all over my shit. But let's take the little protector out and ooh, that's very nice. What's going on with that though? Is that supposed to look like that? That is very odd. Smells okay. Let me look at this bitch online. No, it kind of looks like other people's are like that too, so maybe it is supposed to be all wonky. I mean, it kind of looks marbled, but it more looks like somebody rubbed their dick all over it. I actually think it is a little bit of a factory flaw because there's scratches all around the pan. It's really not that big of a deal. I don't care that much. But it is a nice and very, very neutral palette, and I can definitely see why people are saying this is geared towards light skin. Like, if you're any darker than I am, I don't know that you'd really be able to use any of these face products. The eyeshadows probably anybody could use, and it's not like you couldn't use these as eyeshadows. But yes, it looks very simple, very user-friendly, and very neutral. And I took a look at the ingredients, and there is dimethicone in here, which is a silicone-based product, so if you have an allergy to silicone, stay the fuck away from this. But let's go ahead and test the quality of this little hooker by swatching and doing a look with it. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. First up, we have the face shades, which are Gratitude, Joy, Courage, and Kindness, and you definitely cannot see Kindness. It is a translucent powder, so I didn't really expect it to show up. You can kind of see the highlighter Gratitude. It's actually really pretty. It has like a pinky nude shift to it. Joy and Courage aren't the most pigmented things in the world, but I actually really appreciate that because they go directly on the face. And a lot of times when face products are super pigmented, it's really difficult to be precise with how much you picked up, and then your makeup looks muddy and you just look like shit. So this is like the perfect amount of pigment. I really like it. Plus, these are very soft, not really buttery, more silky, like a freshly waxed scrotum kind of feel. Very nice. I quite like the way they feel. Next up, we have the eyeshadows, which are Honesty, Passion, Peach, Faith, Hope, and Love, and these actually feel very, very nice. The lighter ones don't really want to show up on the skin, but I feel like once they're with a brush on the eye, they'll be marvelous. I do, however, wish there was like a bronzy shadow in here instead of Passion. Like, Passion is pretty. It's got a nice purpley shift to that black, but overall, I feel like even though a bronze shadow is super duper basic bitch, it's definitely better than this black one. one. Like, this just doesn't seem as universal to me. Still, they all seem very pretty, and the quality is definitely there, so this excites me and makes my pants very tight. So let's go ahead and hop our little asses into a look. For foundation, I'm going in with this Infallible Pro Glow mixed with this Derma Blend. And I did already go in and prime my face with some Smashbox Primer. And for a bit of concealer, I'm going in with Too Faced's Born This Way in the shade Vanilla. And Kindness is supposed to be a translucent setting powder, so let's go ahead and dip a brush into that. And let's try setting that underneath my eyes. The fuck is that? Holy shit, what is that? Wait, when did that get there? How did I do that? There's black on my hand, but this hand didn't touch this nose, did it? What the hell? Kind of wipe that shit away with a foundation brush. Oh, there we go. Okay, crisis averted. Anyways, I'm gonna take a bit more of this and set that underneath my nose. Oh, I get it. When I dip my brush into this, it's also dipping into Passions. See that shit right there? There's some black on my brush. What the fuck? Well, let's correct this bit of bullfuckery again. Guess let's go in with a sponge instead? I don't know, it's kind of picking up a little. Let's go ahead and just press that into the skin. I mean, that is working, but I kind of wanted to use the brush. Actually, that's working perfectly fine, so it's really no big deal, but still, that scared me. I kind of want to set the rest of my face, so I guess we'll just have to be careful here. That is very bad placement, just gonna say. So, product-wise, it's a yes, bitch, but placement, it could literally not be any worse than there. Let's go ahead and move on to contour. For that, I always use a fan brush. I know this looks like it already has pigment on it, but this bitch is stained. So let's gently dip into that. Fuck, it's hitting into the blush, damn. Oh god, you have to be very, very careful with this thing. But here we go. Oh, that's nice. It's a little bit warm, though. It does say it could either be a bronzer or a contour, but still, it's almost on the orangey side. But that may also be because it might have dipped a little bit into Joy. Oh, God. It's kind of carving a cheekbone out. It looks orange on me. It's not like it's really a bad product. It's blending out amazingly. I just don't know that it goes with my skin tone. Like, it's just needing to be a little bit cooler if it's wanting to be a contour shade. I almost wish they didn't include this and put this there instead and did like a deeper actual cool contour shade. I mean, I do appreciate the fact that they're trying to cover all the bases here with a translucent powder, a bronzer, a blush, a contour, a highlighter. But I have to say, I do kind of agree with the comments that people were making in the reviews where it kind of definitely is not universal. Still, it looks good on my skin, but then again, for other people, this might work perfectly, so it's just personal preference. I'm not hating or anything. Oh my, we may have gone a little bit overboard with this forehead contour, but once we get the eyes and everything on, I swear it'll all even out. For blush, we have Joy, which I'm just gonna have to bend this brush to fit it in there. But it looks like it'll be a really pretty shade, so let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah, that is very, very nice and very subtle. If you know me at all, this bitch definitely goes for more subtle blushes. Like, I do not like loud pop and bright blushes. And this blush is definitely on the more natural nude side. Like, I really like it. Like, if this blush were a human, I would not have a one-night stand with it. I would fuck with it all day, every day. In fact, I think it might be my favorite thing that we've tested so far out of this palette. And the last thing for the face products is Gratitude, which that almost might be too light for me. I don't know, we'll try. Ooh, she got some kickback. Woo! And here we go. Ooh, she's shiny. And it actually might not be too light for me. It might be perfect. Ooh, fuck, I really like that. Let's add some more. At least on my skin, the whiteness kind of disappeared and it just turned into a glossy looking effect. Like, that's really pretty. I really like that. Okay, so the blush and the highlight are definite winners so far. At least for light skin, I really don't know that you could use this highlighter on much darker skin than what I have. I think I'm just on the cusp of skin tones that could actually wear this without looking absolutely ridiculous. Not that I don't look fucking ridiculous without this. So yes, so far this daddy really likes. Also, am I missing stuff right there? Like, nothing will lay down right there. I'm so confused. I don't know, but I really do like these two products. I could definitely do without those two, though. Let's go ahead and start with the eye look. To prime my eyes, I'm using Kat Von D's Color Correcting Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Light. And one thing that I do absolutely love about this palette is the big-ass mirror. Like, that is giant. That is so helpful, especially when you got a big-ass head like I do. All right, let's start by setting that primer with a light shade. Let's dip into Love with a fluffy brush. And I'm gonna take that and blend it all over the eye from lid to brow. Ooh, that seems to be a really nice color. It's really evening the base out. And I also like the fact that even though I'm swirling this brush around in the pan like a fucking lunatic, it's not going everywhere. Like, it seems to be compacted down really well and overall a good formula. Next, let's go ahead and warm up the crease with some of Peace. I'm just gonna blend that out all along the crease line, back and forth in windshield wiper motions. But this too seems to be applying very, very nicely. Once again, just like the other one, it really doesn't have much kickback. Which for me, typically the kickback gets into my eyes and it affects my eyes the entire entire day. Like, it just makes them itchy and scratchy, but with this, it's very, very comfortable. Next, with a clean, fluffy brush, let's dip into Honesty. And I think we'll take this all along the crease line as well. Ooh, that's got some pigment to it. Hello, bitch. Yes. Fuck, that blends out easily too. Like, this is one of those shadows where it blends itself out. God damn. But I'm just gonna take this all along the crease line in little tiny circular motions. Fuck me, do you see this? Like, that is amazing. Wow. Just gonna apply a shit ton on there because it looks so damn pretty. But no, I do really like this shadow. Like, you can apply a tiny bit for a super subtle natural look, or you can really build this shit up. And it seems like no matter how much you put on there, it still blends out like fucking butter. Oh, fuck yes, these eyeshadows are totally making up for these two. Let's dip into Courage with that same brush, and I'm just gonna place that right here on the outer corner and see if that does anything. It seems to be deepening it up a little bit, so let's just run that all along the lower crease, kind of pushing it into the eye socket. And to really deepen up the outer corner, let's mix some Hope and Faith. Oh god, that reminds me of that old show with Kelly Ripa. I loved that show. I'm not wanting to go super dark today, and I really don't want to have to do a cut crease, so I'm just gonna tap it on the outer half of my eye. Just like that, and once again, these shadows are just kind of blending themselves out. I fucking love that. There we go, very, very nude and simple, at least for me. Let's take a little bit of Hope, and I'm just gonna dab that on the outer corner as well. Not a whole lot, because again, I really don't want to go super dark today, which is why I'm probably not even gonna touch Passion, because I did take some on a brush, and the moment it touches your skin, that purple fleck kind of disappears, and you're left with like a charcoal gray. And you know what? Actually, let's take a little bit along the lash line right here. I'm probably gonna put on some actual liner, but just to see how this performs. It seems to be just like a basic black shadow, nothing hugely monumental, but it's not bad quality at all. But because it's not really laying down on anything wet, it doesn't look super pigmented like an eyeliner would, so I'm probably still gonna go over that with an actual liner. But let's go ahead and brighten the inner eye up, so let's take some of Gratitude and just place that dry on the inner 2/3 of the eye. Did that do very much? Kind of. It definitely made it look less vibrant and a little bit ashy. That is why I wish there was like a bronzy shade in here, because that would go amazingly. Let's quick do the bottom lash. I'm gonna start with a little bit of Peace and blend that out all along the lower lash line. Next, with that same brush, I'm gonna dip into Honesty and do the exact same thing. Right along there, yes, hunty. And then let's just finish that off with the same combination that we did before of these two browns. And here we are with the final look. Some nice, easy, simple glam. My eyeliner is so fucked up on this side. Let's ignore that. I actually don't mind the way this looks. Yes, the face is a little bit muddy, like I kind of lost the contour and it blended in with the blush, but overall, I think it works. Like in person, it's not like this looks bad at all. It actually looks really good, in fact. What do you think? How is it translating on screen? Does it look okay? Does it look muddy? Does it look too warm? Does it look amazing? I do know that these shadows on my eyes are so fucking comfortable. Like, it really doesn't feel like there's anything there. It just feels like I have falsies on. So I really give props to this palette for that. Also, the fact that these blend out so fucking effortlessly. Like, everything blended out nicely, even the powders on my face. I'm not gonna lie though, I really don't care at all for this setting powder. Like, it didn't do anything on my skin. My under eyes are creasing like a bitch, so is the rest of my face. So sadly to me, this whole pan is utterly useless. This one, I don't really care for it on my face. I think it's just too warm for me. Which some people like to add warmth to their face, but calling that a contour shade, it's not really a contour shade, at least on my skin tone. The blush and highlighter though, I fucking love. Like, those alone are worth $15 to me. The highlighter, once it's on and settled into your skin, it's not one of those blinding highlights. It's just a nice dewy wet glow, which I do really like once in a while. I mean, you can pack it on to make it super glowy, but I think at that point it would start to look white on my skin. But truthfully, I don't mind it on my face as a highlighter, but I don't really like it on my eyes. I think it made the eyeshadow really lose its vibrancy and kind of look ashy, but in the end, I mean, we got there. It looks pretty. Although now I'm starting to wonder if the oils from my skin are starting to poke through, and that's what's shiny, because right there is kind of shiny, and I don't really remember setting any highlighter on the side of my nostril. But just to ensure that we have a good wear time, let's go ahead and spray this with a little makeup setting spray. Ooh, yes. And let's go ahead and get into our wear time test. I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We did just hit the 5-6 hour mark. I don't really know. But I do think my makeup still looks pretty damn good. However, it seems like a lot of the face products from this palette kind of disappeared. Like, the highlighter is just not there anymore. I don't know where the fuck it went. Charlie, wherever my savings account is, which if you find it, please let me know. The contour kind of looks like it died down a little bit. I actually kind of prefer it more now. The blush, it kind of still looks like it's there, but not really. I don't know, I'm just really confused. It started off really strong, and I did use a luminous foundation, so that's the kind of dewy sheen that you're seeing on my skin, but right there's absolutely nothing, at least not that I can see in person. It took me a hot second to figure out why my skin was so shiny and dewy, and it's because I used this foundation. I swear I'm not oily, so oils really didn't have a part in taking off any of my makeup. I just don't know. I kind of have to say that as a face palette, I do not recommend this at all, but if you're wanting to use all of these as eyeshadows, then definitely go for it, because on the eyes, they're magnificent. But if you're wanting this as a face palette, I don't really think that I would recommend it. Like, I doubt that I will ever use any of these on my face again. I'm probably just gonna stick to using them on my eyes. Also, and this might just be personal preference, but I don't really like the layout of this. Like, I can't dip a brush into these without it mixing with the other ones. As we saw earlier when I drew a black streak down my nose. Fucking A. Anyways, do I think it's worth the price? Even though I'm never ever gonna use that translucent powder again, and I'm not gonna use these on my face, I still think it's worth the price. Like, they are really good quality. Everything blends out marvelously. They look amazing on the eyes. You're really not gonna be able to create a whole lot of looks with this palette, but I think this is perfect for traveling. Like, it's not super big. It's really durable. So I do recommend it just as an eyeshadow palette. I think it's good quality. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepopluxe.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.